The kitchen buzzes with the shrill sound of a juicer as Mr. Kshemananda watches Bibhabari, clad in a baggy t-shirt and tracksuit, attempt her exercises. Bibhabari holds her workout abruptly, her voice sharp. "Excuse me, is my juice ready yet?" Kshemananda hastily pours the juice and rushes it to her. Bibhabari holds her workout, taking a refreshing sip of juice as the morning sun casts shadows across the room. She declares, "Listen, I'm heading out to buy vegetables." Kshemananda responds, "You mean you're going to the street cart downstairs run by Basanta Singh?" Bibhabari replies, "It's the same thing. Anyway, how about cooking a proper meal today? Make some puris with dum aloo." Kshemananda stands in the middle of the living room, torn. "Puri and dum aloo? But you're on a diet," he asks, doubt etched on his face. Bibhabari retorts, "Are you going to make it or not?" Kshemananda freezes, realizing he has no choice. After Bibhabari's departure, Kshemananda sits alone, a bowl of flour in hand. I can't even dream of watching it when she's home, blasting English pop songs all day. The TV flickers to life, filling the room with the soothing melodies of Rabindra Sangeet. Kshemananda and Alokesh stand in silence at the memorial of Rajnath Babu, their faces etched with grief. The grey stones of the cemetery echo the somber sky above. Alokesh speaks softly. "Poor Rajnath died young thanks to the mental torture from his wife." Kshemananda's chest tightens, his heart heavy with sorrow. Alokesh notices Kshemananda's discomfort. Alokesh says, "Don't bottle up your frustration, friend. You need a place to let it out." Kshemananda replies, "Used to have the students. Now I've got nowhere to vent." Alokesh smiles. "I have the perfect solution." Kshemananda fidgets, his gaze darting around the room before landing on Bibhabari. He takes a deep breath and haltingly asks, "Bibhabari, could I possibly borrow a smartphone?" Bibhabari responds with a warm smile. "Of course, Kshemananda, no problem at all." A week later, Bibhabari enters, bearing a sleek, new tablet. She hands Kshemananda an older Android phone with a smile. Kshemananda logs into Facebook on the old phone, his eyes fixed on my profile picture. Me, in an awkward suit, hands stiffly on Bibhabari's shoulder. He creates a Facebook group, Rabindric Reflections and Bengali Literature. Kshemananda, brows furrowed in intense concentration, drafts a rigid set of rules for the gathering. His quill dances across the parchment, detailing the stringent guidelines for the assembly. "Only Tagore-related discussions allowed," he declares, his voice firm. "No mention of other authors." He continues, "No foreign language usage. Violators will be warned or muted." Days later, a young man's face is lit with passion as he shares a Hindi translation of a Tagore song. Suddenly, Kshemananda's sharp words cut through the digital space. The young man's face falls as the weight of the rebuke hits him. Moments later, his digital presence vanishes, leaving only silence in its wake. Bibhabari departs for her women's club meeting. Kshemananda settles, a sly smile spreading across his lips. I scan the group, searching for rule violations. Mr. Ambarish Jawada's fingers dance across the keyboard as he crafts a Facebook post. In Tagore's Nobel journey, we cannot forget the role of W.B. Yeats. It's truly moving to think how, despite not having received a Nobel himself, Yeats enthusiastically endorsed Tagore's poetry for the prize. Kshemananda sits at his desk, his fingers dancing across the keyboard in a frenzy of concentration. With sharp focus, Kshemananda types a firm message. "Mr. Ambarish Jawada, please read the group rules. You've violated them." The screen's light casts an eerie glow, highlighting Ambarish, who is sitting in silence. His fingers fly across the keyboard as Ambarish types furiously. He pauses, staring at the screen, and mutters, "I'm sorry, I don't understand." In the warm glow of a lamp, Kshemananda sits in a worn armchair, his fingers flying across the laptop keyboard. His eyes narrow as he delivers a stern warning. "This group is for discussions about Rabindranath Tagore only. Mentioning any other poet, even in passing, is against the rules. Your comment has been removed, and this is an official warning." In the darkened room, the glow of a computer screen casts an eerie light. The screen fills with lines of text, each message a spark in the digital fire. The only sound is the frantic tapping of keys, a symphony of digital urgency. Ambarish types furiously, but I was only mentioning Yeats in connection with Tagore. Kshemananda's fingers dance across the keyboard. You've broken the rule again by naming another poet. You are now muted for 1 month. Kshemananda presses the mute button, silencing the television. A surge of bliss washes over me. I imagine Ambarish's confusion. A satisfying tingle of righteous revenge washes over me. Kshemananda watches over the group, wielding his moderator powers. He silences a member with a swift command, relishing his authority. Kshemananda smiles, reveling in his newfound power. Biba Bari returns, her demand for juice cutting through the morning air. Kshemananda rushes to fulfill her request, his attention torn between the juice and the insistent pull of his phone. His gaze flickers back to the screen, a silent struggle between duty and distraction. Kshemananda sits, remote in hand, his gaze fixed on the television screen. He glances down, compulsively checking his phone, drawn into the endless scroll of his Facebook group. His fingers dance across the screen as he scrolls through the latest posts. I quickly remove the post. Kshemananda scrutinizes each profile, ensuring every new member is a true Tagore devotee. K. Shemananda stands in the center of the room, his face flushed with rage as unspoken tension fills every corner. He unleashes his fury, declaring, "I will ban you from the group if you continue to spread such blasphemous ideas." Tagore was a genius, not a mere imitator of Western thought. The group member stammers, but there are clear influences, the structure, the themes. Kshemananda smiles, silencing someone. He looks at the clock, anticipating Bibhabaris' arrival. A dark determination hardens his gaze. Just enough time for today's second victim. Bathed in the glow of his phone, Kshemananda wears a small, satisfied smile.